Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jewel Tolentino here. So in this video, I'm going to be doing my Merch by Amazon number 7. Okay, so this video is going to be a little bit longer because I'm going to be explaining the process of how we hired some designers from a website called Upwork. So before I get into that, I want to state that since our last video, we've done 28 t-shirt sales. And again, this is with no paid marketing, totally organic, and we don't even have a lot of t-shirts up. I think we have like 29 or 30 t-shirts. We haven't been able to fill the 100 spots yet because we're just so busy. Like, we have a lot of other things going on with our business, client work and filming videos for like this one for YouTube. So there's been like lots going on, and we finally made the decision to hire some VAs, not virtual assistants, graphic designers from a website called Upwork, which is where you usually get VAs from, and help us with the design load because it's getting crazy right now. So as I said, 28 sales, that's pretty cool. I mean, I've been doing a lot of things online to make money, and I've literally, like, we've just put these up and then just sales happen like daily and we don't do anything. So it's almost like it's a set it and forget it a little bit here, because we have not touched, like, once the design goes up, we don't do anything else after that. We don't change anything, we don't touch it, we just upload the design and it just sells. So right now it's been pretty passive and we're pretty happy with that. That's why we want to vamp things up. So Christmas time is coming and we need to fill all of the spots up as soon as possible because it's nearing the end of October. And after Halloween, right, we all know that right when Halloween ends, like November 1st, the malls have all the Christmas decorations and everyone's in Christmas mode. So that's why we want to get those designs up as soon as possible. So I'm going to explain the process of how we hired our graphic designers because it is a bit of a process to do. So before I get into this, I want to give a shout out to Worldwide John because he actually created a video where we learned this technique from, and it was super helpful. So we started off with a website called Upwork.com. It's basically a site where you can hire people, mostly VAs, but pretty much like graphic designers, video editors, anything like that. People who have like a creative talent or skill, admin, business stuff, you can hire them on Upwork. I find that the quality of people on there are a little bit better than the kind of people that you find on Fiverr. I've heard a lot of stories of people trying to find t-shirt designers and graphic designers on Fiverr and not having much luck, or not having good designs, or they're copyrighted designs, or they didn't actually create them. So I decided to just go with Upwork. We've used them before. We've hired a couple of VAs in the past, and we like the quality of people that we can get on there because you can weed out people much easier, like they come to you. So in the tutorial, Worldwide John, he created a script that you can use as a job posting to post on Upwork. So if you want to check out his video, that will be in the description below. But basically, the script is a job posting of what you're looking for. And you're looking for a t-shirt designer who can do bulk orders for really cheap, and you're looking for designs that are original, not copyrighted, and things like that. You're basically describing what you're looking for. So we are looking for a t-shirt graphic designer, because there's all types of graphic designers. There's logo designers, there's designers for all different types of art. So we specifically wanted people who knew how to do t-shirts. Another thing is we wanted to find someone who can think outside the box. So someone who can think on their own, who doesn't need exact instructions to do anything, and if they don't know how to do something, they can't move forward. We didn't want someone like that. We wanted to find someone who, if we just gave them a topic of funny cats, let's say that for an example, that they could take that and come up with a design. Now, how we explained it was, for some ideas, it would just be a topic name like that, funny cats, and they would have to come up with something. Or it could be really specific. We wanted someone who could be versatile with if we gave them something exact or if we gave them just a theme and a topic name. So after you post your posting, you will get a ton of response. You'll get a lot of people who will be applying for the job because it's like, it says in there that we're doing a bulk order, so between 50 to 100 designs. So a lot of people will apply to that because that's going to be like a good chunk gig for them. So once we got all of the applicants, there are some questions that they needed to fill out. And my business partner, Arit, she went in on Upwork and went through all of the applicants. It was basically like a contest, right? If you could move up to the next level. So the job posting, everyone can go in. You can't get cut at that point. So in the next point, it was the answering the questions section. And also Arit would be looking at their Upwork profile. So checking out the reviews on their past jobs, if they had bad reviews, if they have good reviews, as well as their portfolio. They needed to provide some examples of past t-shirt work that they have done before. So after this process, after weeding out throughout all those people, she found 9 people that were eligible to move forward to the next round. At this point, we have checked out their work, they have good reviews, and they've answered the questions appropriately. But now we need to test their communication skills. I find that I'm a good communicator and Arit is a good communicator, and we want someone who's like that too. We don't want someone who's lazy or sloppy with communicating. We want someone who really makes effort in that aspect. So in John's training, he suggests to do a Skype call and actually chat with them live. We decided not to do that, but instead do a live message chat on Skype. So it wouldn't be like a delayed email response. It would be a live chat, like as if you were doing like a Facebook chat, but on Skype. So Arit sent a message to those 9 applicants and told them, okay, you've made it to this round. The next round is we're going to be doing a chat interview on Skype. And she used a scheduling meetings website called Calendly.com. And basically what that website does is it's free. You can create meetings with people where they can choose the time slots. So instead of giving them a bunch of times and then like the people email you and you're trying to like work it yourself in your head, you basically give them that and then they can sign up for their own time slots, and it's just much cleaner and easier that way. So out of the 9 people, 7 of them could make it on the day that it was scheduled, and 2 of them needed to be scheduled for the other day, so like 2 days from the actual interview day. So we had 7 on one day and 2 on one day. Now, in this chat interview, we're basically seeing if they can communicate, if they can talk, what their personality is like. And it wasn't really too much like about having the right answers. It's just how do you communicate. So as Arit was doing the chat interviews, she was asking similar questions to the previous application questions, and we wanted to see how they would answer live. So she would ask like, how many clients have you done this for? Can you show me some of your, like a recent design you've done? And she also did a little test with them. So she told them about a t-shirt design, and she said, how would you change this? So how would you change this without copying it, without doing the exact same thing? How would you make this design better? Now this really tripped up a lot of people because Some people couldn't explain it. Some people didn't understand the question, unfortunately. And some people just said, yes, I will do it. So they didn't understand the question. And that right away says to us that, we're going to have some issues communicating if you can't understand what we're saying. So that was a big question when she asked, how would you change this design live? Like, she would show them a picture and they would need to type out and describe how they would do it. So that was a major thing that weeded out the people. So the chat interviews, they weren't very long. They were like 15 minutes or less. We could tell right away if they were going to move on to the next round or not based on their communication skills. So out of the 9 that we had originally, 3 of them did not show up for the interview. So for sure we don't want to be working with those people if they're not going to show up for the interview. And then out of the remaining 6, 2 of them made it to the very final round. So I'd say this step is really crucial. We couldn't have just based it just on their work because a lot of them did not make the cut for the communication round. So for the final round, it is now going to be a contest. There are 2 left and each of them got the same theme, the same topic theme, and they know that they're in a competition with each other, and they are to create a design based on the theme that we've given them. And we told them that they're in the running and they can provide as many examples as they need to show their talent, and whoever does the best designs are going to win. Now, if we like both of them, if both of them are super talented and they've passed the previous communication round, then I'm considering hiring both of them and splitting the workload. That wouldn't be a problem for us. So the final contest is currently going on, and we haven't chosen yet if it's going to be one or both of them. I will update you guys on that when the results come in. I know this is a bit of a process and it's like, whoa, there's a lot of steps there, but it really makes a difference, and in the end, you really get a quality t-shirt graphic designer, which is definitely something that you want when you're doing merch by Amazon. You want someone who's going to take this as seriously as you are. So I would highly recommend doing this process. It was definitely worth it, and it really weeded out the people that we could have wasted our time with. Like, imagine if we didn't do that communication round and we got some of those people and we were going to be having a hard time. It saves you in the end, in the long run. So I highly recommend that. Check out Worldwide John's tutorial video on that. The description will be in the link below. And last quick thing I want to talk about is the new change that Amazon has recently updated with. They basically said that because there's like a crazy amount of designs going up, they've noticed that probably the majority of them aren't selling. So they've decided that after 60 days, if your design has not sold, they're going to delete it from your list of designs, and they're just going to remove it live from the marketplace. Now, what is my reaction to this? What do I think of this? I saw a lot of people commenting back and forth in the Facebook groups, and some people liked it and some people didn't like it, and some people brought up the issue of, what if you're paying for designs and then you got them wiped out, and, going back and forth. My personal opinion is that I think this is a great idea, and I think that this is a smart decision on Amazon's part, because probably it's being flooded with crap designs that aren't selling, and Amazon wants to be a marketplace where their stuff is quality and the stuff sells. If you think about it, why would you want to have a design up that hasn't sold in a while? Their time period is 60 days, and if it doesn't sell, they remove it. To me, I think that's a really great idea, because you're just going to remove the duds and keep the good ones. In the end, you're going to have a list of designs that are going to be performing and selling, instead of having some that sell, some that and some that don't sell. And yeah, I do see the point that, you know, if you paid for designs and then, oh, they're just going to be wiped out after 60 days. Well, if they haven't even sold in 60 days, what good is it to you? That means that, okay, you need to work on better designs or change it up or do something better. In the end, I think it's pushing us to do better with our designs, and it's gonna weed out the people who do crap designs and, you know, who copy. If they don't make a sale by then they're just gonna get removed. And it's gonna remove the competition as well. So if there's a flood of all of these same shirts and they don't sell, then, you know, that means more room for us. So that is my opinion on it. I am a glass half full type person, so I do not see this as a bad thing. Amazon has our best interest. If we don't make money, they don't make money. So I think that this is a good thing. All right, guys, well, this was probably my longest Merch by Amazon update. I'm gonna cut it off here, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Back from the dead.